Coach, I appreciate you coming to talk to me. Tough way to end the season. Really competitive match. What did you like about your guys out there, the fight they showed?
I don't know right now. Not much like right now. So.
You know, you've seen that team in the state championship several years in a row.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah. What are you telling your guys before the match, knowing what you know about your opponent already and being on this stage? What are you telling your guys?
Just come out with the strategy and use the strategy that we have. We know we had to get the matchups and the ones we had to win, the ones we had to not get pinned, and we didn't win the ones that we had to win. So
I know that, like, right now, particularly in this moment, it stings. But for a lot of your guys, the season's not over yet.
Yeah.
Got another couple of weeks to focus on individuals. What can they learn from today to move forward?
Not to wrestle that crap.
Coach, a great season. Obviously not the way that you wanted to end. Another chance, another trip here to the state championship. What do you feel about your guys' performance today and the way they performed all year?
Well, we've had some great performances throughout the year. We're a very good team. Today we didn't have a great performance, and it's my responsibility. I didn't get them ready. I didn't get them right. Something didn't happen. Something didn't work right.
This is a great stage still for your athletes to be able to perform in, and the season's not over for them. What can they take from not just today, but their dual team season as they now focus kind of on the individual state championships?
Well, we got to take a lot. I mean, we got to look at what we did today. We got to analyze everything. We got to fix mistakes and get better.
Coach, congratulations. Great season. Best way to finish your dual team season. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, wonderful. Couldn't feel any better. Incredible effort by the team against a great Avery team. So.
Obviously an Avery team that you're familiar with, seen them several times here.
Yeah, I think we've wrestled each other in the state finals 4 times now. So I think they've won 2 and we've won 2.
How does that familiarity kind of help you prepare for today?
I mean, it does in a way, but I mean, you kind of know their guys, you know who's tough and who's, maybe who's not as tough, but they're all great competitors. I mean, some matches we should have probably, hopefully we could have won by more, but their kids just wouldn't give up. So, hats off to them for how they competed.
Sure. Now, looking kind of at the team scoreboard after the first couple of matches, maybe didn't look the way you wanted it to. But tell me, what's going through your mind there on the sideline, and what are you thinking as you start to inch a little bit closer?
Well, the key for us, I believe, and he's voted, we named him MOW, is Jack MacArthur. So Jack MacArthur weighed in. Normally he's a 32-pounder, but we weighed him in at. And the weight class is 34 now because of 2 pounds. We weighed him in at like 34.6, so we could bump him up to 144. And he's wrestling a guy that just dropped from 150, that's ranked pretty high in the state. And so being able to bump Jack all the way up to get the win against that guy was huge for us. And so that's kind of where the match started to turn. We won at 144, then 50, 57, 65. And we felt like we were going to win 57, 65. And then once they got the pin at 75, I knew that we were in pretty good shape at 90 and 215. Some pretty tough wrestlers there.
Seems like in the biggest matches, it always comes down to just the narrowest of margins. Getting that pin there in the final match to seal the win. Tell me about the performance you saw out of your guys and just what that feels like.
Well, Jaden was did the same thing last year. So Jaden Manus, he clutched the match for us last year, got the pin, and we locked it up, and we were able to forfeit the last match and get the win. So he's a senior. He's a multiple-time state placer, state finalist last year, and for him to do that, it's pretty incredible.
Now you get to kind of shift your focus to the individual tournaments. What does the win today and the dual team season do for your guys as they move forward?
I think it just gives them, a lot of confidence going into regionals and states. They're wrestling at a high level right now. All the guys are on the team from top to bottom, 6 to heavyweight. And I'm real excited to see what we can do at the regional tournament, the state tournament.
Congratulations, great season. Ends the way that you wanted to win, to end on a win today. Tell me about the fight and your boys and what you saw out of them today.
What I saw was a continuation of the high level intensity and just desire to compete that I saw on Thursday at West Rowan. And we went over there, we wrestled a great West Rowan team in the semifinals and had them 36-3, and I forfeited out just like we had here today. Down low, I was a little dispirited when my 106 pounder didn't win by pin. I actually thought he would, he didn't, and I thought that they had a little advantage there. And then at 113, that was one of the toss-up matches that I thought might lean their way. We won that, and that really put us in the driver's seat. And then 120 is another one, and we found a way to win on that one. And it just started from there, And I mean, my guys have been wrestling on a higher level for the last month. And once we were able to get everybody in the right position, get everybody in the right frame of mind, get the right diet, eating the right way, everybody on the same page, it just took off like a rocket.
Sure. Everybody's got to go out there and do their job.
That's right.
But when you see the guy wrestling before you win and the guy after him, kind of builds some momentum.
Right.
How important is that, even in the individual sport like wrestling?
Well, look, man, last year when we went to West Rowan, I had a guy that was winning going to third period, he got pinned. And it just totally decimated the team. It was the first match. And we didn't rebound from it mentally. Today, it's crazy because against West Rowan we started at 175, and here we started heavyweight, and we won both matches by pin, and it just goes. And I can't say more than for those two guys that got us going in those two matches. I keep mentioning West Rowan because they are a very worthy program, and they very well could have been here and won this thing just like me or Union Pines. So I don't want to shortchange them because they are a viable program. And anyway, but yeah, that first win, man, it's highly highly motivating, especially when you win by pin.
Sure. First dual team state championship for Eastern Guilford. What does that mean for you and for the guys in your locker room?
Well, for the guys in the locker room, it's a lifelong memory that they'll never forget. And for the guys that are coming back and the other guys that didn't get a chance to participate here, it's a lesson that, hey, we're on the right path here, we're doing the right thing. You guys can do this too. And they got to put the time in, work in, and do what we have to do. For me personally, it's a crowning achievement because the last time I won a state championship was 2017, and there's been some naysayers and prognosticators and whatnot that think I'm done, I'm past my prime, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, and this signifies that they're wrong.
Sure. What's one of the really cool things about wrestling is the dual team season is over now, but the individual state championships are still ahead of us. What does today's win and all season long, the dual team performance, what does that do for your guys' confidence as they move on to the individual portion of the postseason?
I think that they obviously know they can compete and on a higher level, and they're expected to compete on a higher level. And we get into the regionals, and it's a really peculiar year that the two teams that wrestle for the state championship were in the same regional, so we got to see them guys again next week. But and it's going to be some more matches just like that. It's a tough regional. But I'm glad to know that my guys have been in two hostile environments the last couple days between West Rowan and now here, and they have performed. So and that's the way it's going to be at Union Pines. And so they have that experience. I think that they know that they can do this.
Great. Coach.